Hello everyone. So this is a little different. I don't have whatever my space is going to be yet for this channel, but I've decided that 2023 is the year I'm revamping this channel and focusing on this as well as my other channel. And so because of that, I am recording now when I'm recording this, and you are seeing this months later. So right now, as of recording this, today is NaNoWriMo's beginnings. And so because of that, you're seeing this in January. So you're probably like, what? The reason I'm doing this is because trying to upload every day for multiple channels is a little difficult while also writing simultaneously. And I feel like it's kind of lame, honestly, to get you hyped for a book for so long when it's not remotely close to actually being published. And so because of that, this is giving me a cushion so that hopefully I can put in the description of this video a rough timeline of when it is going to be published, because this gives me a couple months to get there. And so by that point, hopefully I'll be working on the second or third draft of this book. But right now it's day one of writing it. So initially I had planned to do Preptober things, and I didn't. I was gonna outline, didn't do it. And so here we are. I outlined like pretty much the first couple chapters and that was it. And so now we're just winging it, going with it, because we're here. So here we are. This is how day one has gone. So for chapter 1, I hit my word count goal. Usually NaNoWriMo, we're aiming for 50,000 words. For today, I hit 1688, so just a little bit over what we hope for. So I know traditionally for NaNoWriMo, it's 1667 is what you're aiming for, and I just got a little above that. Hopefully I'll be getting more, but I'm only writing until I get to the end of the book. And by that, I mean every day I'm writing a chapter. And so the requirement is that I have to get at least that many words in that chapter that day. Then when we get to the end, if I'm a little shy, I have a few days to kind of tweak them and start editing and whatnot to get to that 50K. But I think I will. Some chapters I'm going to have more to say than others, but this way at least it's kind of holding me accountable to a certain amount of words that I want to write in one go. And so yeah, we're making a little bit of progress. Chapter 1 I had a vague idea, and I've gotten to the point where for writing this book, I've decided that each chapter needs to have a focus. And kind of like a TV show in a way, also kind of like The Hobbit, where they have like, each chapter has a specific task that has to be accomplished in it. An episode. Like if you think of like when you've watched like a continuous show, not like Bob's Burgers where it resets every episode. If you watch like Avatar: The Last Airbender, each episode has its own contained story of what's kind of going on, but then eventually it also is part of the overarching story of what he has to do. And so I kind of want it more like that in a way, but really just have like a major point for each chapter and have that, whatever it be, happen. And so for chapter 1, I think I accomplished it. Basically what I'm doing, book 3 is going to be told from a different character's point of view than the first two. So we started off with Lorenzo, then we had William, and now we have Kathy. And so Kathy is going to be the final one for the story, and I decided to start chapter 1 being where the last book left off from her point of view. Now the very beginning of the chapter, I want to probably expand that beginning scene a little bit, but overall, like, that's an editing me problem because I like to fluff up my stories after I write them, but you can't do that as you're writing it because it's impossible. You'll never actually make progress. And so if I'm not wanting to write that particular scene, or I want to like hyper focus on just fluffing it out, I can't do that without having, you know, other stuff to work with, because then you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, I got that done. And then, you know, like I just burn out really fast when I'm trying to do that. So I am just like, okay, briefly, couple sentences of what I want to happen, and then we're moving on. And so yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I added in some details and stuff that I don't know if I'm gonna keep, but at the very least it's there for now. And again, editing me is gonna deal with that next month. But for now, things are going well. And again, this is day 1, and so feeling pretty accomplished, honestly, because I at least got chapter 1 finished. It's not huge. I think that's fine, especially because I'm aiming for the 27 chapters. So that means that I'm gonna have a lot of chapters. It'll be fine. And so I don't want super long chapters like I've done in the past, but I still want a decent word count, so we'll see where things end up. But that's a later discussion. For now, I'm just happy I got chapter 1 done, and I think it turned out really well. And it's kind of fun to write a scene from a different character's point of view. So like I had my old Google Sheets, not Google Sheets, I had my old document from book 2 up, like the final edition, and I literally was like, okay, this has to happen, but where was it different from different characters' point of view? Because for one character watching in on the conversation happening versus a different character, it's very different. And I think it's really fun to get to write that. And so it was really fun to like take that final scene, which was really big, and to be able to twist it from Kathy's point of view instead of William's, and the reasoning behind what she was doing, and kind of trying to build a little bit of like what is going on in her head, because she's a much more secretive person and doesn't want to be like the damsel in distress. And so it's just really fun to get to write from her point of view and then throw her really out of her element at the end of chapter 1. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I am very excited to see how the rest of this month goes. I think it's going to be sometimes a little more difficult than others. Like I said at the beginning, this is just me writing and talking about the process, and hopefully by the time you are seeing this, I will have a rough idea of when this is going to be publishable in the description. That way, if I have it ready by the time you're seeing this, cool. I doubt it, but at least it will be close. The tentative time is towards the end of January, and you'll be seeing these videos as I talk about this journey well in advance of that. And so this might be a month of just leading up to a publication date. It could be February or March, because this is going to be a bigger book and I want to have a little bit more editing involved. So we'll see, but I'm planning on getting this published pretty early, definitely like the first quarter of the year. So it's just a matter of when that's gonna happen, how editing goes. But for now, it's at least coming in the beginning of sometime in 2023. So I hope you will subscribe and come along for the journey. Let me know how your writing is going. I'm trying again to revive this channel, so we're getting there. And gonna be reading more fiction this year as well, but I'll probably make a video about that separately, because again, it's months in advance for me. Like, it's the beginning of November right now when I'm recording this, so like, it's kind of hard to think about where I'm gonna be at for January now, but all I know for certain is that I am getting this book written for sure this month, and then next month is going to be for editing, and then we just kind of see where things go by the time these are rolling out. But that way I'm in advance, so that by the time this series of this book will conclude, I'll have the next one ready to go as I'm working on the next book, which I already have planned in a lot of ways. I'm really excited about that one. But yeah, I want to actually start publishing pretty regularly. And so I feel like this is my last hurdle, and then I'm not really going to have them set in a series anymore. I kind of have like this idea of like a town, but the books might kind of be related, but like really mostly just standalones in the same town kind of a thing. And so yeah, we'll see, but this is the last series I'm ever doing. That is going to be it for this video. I'd love to hear how Nano went for you, or if you are just writing because it's January, it's a new year, you want to write a book, hello, let's write together. I'm gonna be posting this, I don't know how frequently, but I'll be having a lot more uploads at least a few times a week. So we will talk about all of the shenanigans of writing together. So if you are wanting to write a book, and I think you'll be seeing this early January, I don't know if it's on January 1st, I have it on a calendar somewhere, but it's not in front of me. But whenever you see this at the beginning of January, if you are debating on writing a book this year, here is your cue. Go write chapter 1, tell me how it went in the comments down below, make a video response and tag me in it so I know that it exists, and let's write a book together. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be posting the entire journey of writing this book. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all soon.